CNN today pulled Jim Acosta from the White House beat and assigned him elsewhere. Why would you do that? Could it be that your combative theatrics and your monologues, just disguised, I guess, as questions, are no longer needed in the White House? NPR refused to cover the Hunter Biden laptop story, but they certainly didn't miss the opportunity recently to write a hard-hitting piece on the inauguration of Joe Biden's German Shepherd. Melania Trump is probably the most beautiful first lady. She was a freaking runway model. But no, you didn't hear that. They didn't even have her on the cover of any magazine. It's interesting today how USA Today has started a style diary for Dr. Jill. And don't even get me started on Jane Pauley's fawning interview with Kamala Harris, CBS Sunday Morning. Topics covered included the hard-hitting dive into her sneakers, as well as a declaration that if, quote, it might seem as though Kamala Harris was born for this moment in history. Wow. Well, how many times did we hear that about Donald Trump, Melania, or Mike Pence? Joining me now is the hard-hitting, truth-telling Megyn Kelly from the Megyn Kelly podcast, which I listen to all the time and love. Hello, Megyn. How are you?
Hi, Glenn. Preach. That's all I can say. I listened to your opening monologue and preach. Well done and well said.
How can we possibly come together when it appears as though CNN is leading the charge and leading the call to silence Fox, Newsmax, AON, probably you, us, all of talk radio? How can we possibly unite?
We're not going to unite. I mean, it's all nonsense. Kevin, I like a good inauguration and a good speech just as much as anybody, and I feel patriotic whenever I witness them. And I root for the president, and I root for America in the way that you described. But unity is fool's gold. You know, it wasn't too long ago we had a very dynamic president take office on hope and change, and there is no red state America, there's no blue state. It's nonsense. Even if they genuinely mean it, they don't change Washington. Washington changes them. And Joe Biden is Washington. He's been there for 50 years. I'm sure he will lower the temperature. Good. I like that. Good. Let's lower the temperature. We don't need crazy incendiary rhetoric and tweets every day. It may be fun to cover as a news matter, but the country will be better off to not have that happening. But what's happening substantively is worth fighting over. And it's not going to go away just because he gave a nice speech.
Right. I'm sorry. I vehemently disagreed with your arguments. And, you know, I wish I felt as though the Democratic Party actually felt the way that I felt during the inauguration. I saw the flags. I loved Lady Gaga's rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. I felt patriotic and proud. The same people who are saying, take a knee, America is racist, the flag is a symbol of oppression. And the media is going to make my head explode.
So 100% right on all counts. Number one, they're the same people who are telling you that you have no right to object if your minor child wants to go get cross-gender hormones during the middle of the day, leaving school grounds to go get testosterone so she can go from female to male without you knowing. And if you want to object, where's your unity? Come on, we're supposed to pull together. Well, I will object. I will protect my family and what I think is right over Joe Biden's need for unity, which is false anyway. Unified behind my agenda is not a real call for unity. There's not going to be any concessions. Just look at what he's doing with the proposed amnesty that he's pushing right now. Legalization for 11 million people who are here undocumented, and no carrots for the Republicans. Not even a nod to border security, which is what we've seen in the past. Why? Because he doesn't care about unity. He cares about his agenda. Okay, point number two, the media. It's not just CNN. I mean, I think they're the worst. It's hard to judge. MSNBC tonight, Nicole Wallace, another fake Republican, the person who brought us Sarah Palin and seems to be feeling a need to atone ever since for what she considers her sin, is over there saying that Republicans should not be allowed to speak until they acknowledge the truth, that they should be banned. I wrote it down, that they should be banned because fake news has the potential to kill people. Fake news has the potential. You know what, Nicole Wallace?
That's right.
Like when your network and CNN and the Washington Post and ESPN reported that Jacob Blake was unarmed when he was shot by a police officer in Kenosha, Wisconsin. And you refused to let the facts play out, even though there were initial reports he was armed. And anybody who tried to claim, wait a minute, hold on, there are reports, got shamed on the internet for being a racist.
Yes,
And then the news came out that not only was he not armed, he admitted it. And then we saw him admit it on camera with Michael Strahan of ABC News. And what happened with the Washington Post? They tweeted out, unarmed Jacob Blake. Only later were they forced to take it down. MSNBC, after that, still had an opinion piece up on its website saying unarmed. So let's talk, Nicole Wallace, about misinformation, lies that lead to deaths, which is what we saw in Kenosha.
So I talked to Alan Dershowitz today on my program, and I said, Alan, you've seen this before. Have you seen this before? He said, 1950s, McCarthyism.
McCarthyism.
He said, but we got past that.
We got past that. We'll never get past it.
He
They will never stop.
And I
No
said,
matter
Alan,
how much
it's
we
not
give them,
him.
they'll
It's
want
not-
more.
It's not one person.
And still we're
not
all
even a
broke
small
and we're all
group.
homeless.
It's-
We're all in the
It's
streets. We're all at one
seemingly
another.
all throughout the power
It
structure.
will never
So
end.
the
It's
thing of the
Armageddon.
show tonight, Megan, is
You just
how
don't know it.
Stand
You
and
will
save
soon.
America. How do you do that against
My mama
all
there and my
the
dad's
forces
on the
that
way.
seem to be in lockstep now?
Yeah.
Megan, if you can give us some thoughts on.
So I'm gonna pick me out of luxury rehab
How do you fight
and
against
find me a lawyer.
Glenn,
Just in
you
case
know
they
what the
try to
next
claim
stage
that
after
I-
Obamacare was rammed down
I
the
do
throats
what I
of the
do
American
because-
people with less than majority support.
Thank
And you remember the Arlen Specter town hall where the woman stood up and said, "You have awakened a sleeping giant." And I think we're at another "you have awakened a sleeping giant" moment. The silent majority can be silent no more. People must speak out. And if you won't do it for your own sake, do it for the sake of your children. When your company comes to you and tells you you have to sit in a corporate seminar telling you you're a white supremacist by virtue of an immutable characteristic, something over which you had no control, which the law does not allow the federal government or even private industry in some instances to stigmatize and use against you, get a lawyer. First of all, speak up for yourself and have a lawyer ready. And legal groups are forming right now to help you. I know because I'm consulting on some of them. When your school tries to do this to your child and lets your child, shames your child because of his or her skin color and sows division where there was none between these groups, or allows your child to leave school grounds to go eat cross-gender hormones, like I said before, without telling you, allows your kid to dress as the opposite sex for 2 years without ever telling you, saying your rights end at the schoolhouse door, get a lawyer.
Yeah.
A lawyer.
Try.
Not
Ah.
lawful.
Yeah.
Until we start
You
challenging these
find one.
things in the courtrooms and in the court of public opinion. You got to pressure your city councilman to make sure how are you going to vote on these issues? Because there are a lot of parents out there and people out there who don't believe in this kind of thing, and shame people into standing up for true equality and diversity of thought and kindness, universal kindness. The answer to racism is not more racism. And by the way, the other thing we need to do is women who have been shamed into not protecting other women by trans activists who do not speak for the trans community. The trans community generally wants to transition and be left alone. They don't want to be shaming the members of the group who have transitioned into silence. So women need to grow a backbone and take a risk like J.K. Rowling did. And I realize it's scary when you don't have her financial security, but we're going to get legal groups and we're going to start speaking out, and there is safety in numbers.
That's right.
This is why I never feel alone when I listen to your podcast. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Texas Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is now demanding psychological evaluations for every gun owner. Her plan would require interviews with, quote, the spouse of the individual any former spouse of the individual, and at least 2 other persons who are a member
Well,
of
think
the
about it.
family of, or
There ain't gonna be many of us have guns after that.
of the mental, emotional,
As my three wives.
ability of the individual in relation to firearms. And there would, of course, be an $800 processing fee if you want to own a gun. So
Them
there's the
fuckers.
Second Amendment, there's just like a bit of an entry fee
Politicians,
to
boy.
access your rights under it.
Ain't that crazy, bitch?
Unfortunately, this law is needed because of all those AK-47.
We need a law against people like you. National Guard.
Simple
Listen to me, boys. You guys are patriots.
in America.
Doing about face, you know, where you put the
The
toe
violence
behind your
and
left
the
heel
abuse,
and you pin it to the right,
poverty, but certainly
and then you pick up your guns and you point them at the Capitol building
that is
and you
automatic
tell them people to
weapons.
get the hell out of there.
And others more sophisticated.
The last time I took notice
Before they
of
destroy
Sheila
this
Jackson,
planet.
she was complaining that hurricanes had too many white names like Hurricane Nigel, and
Better
we needed to
think
have
about Hurricane
black names
Gary.
for hurricanes like Hurricane.
That's what my brother used to call me, Hurricane. Yeah.
Undergoing the
Told me stand at the bar one night and he said, you know,
is a gun rights
goddamn truck drivers are all alike and you're the world's worst.
This proposal. What do you make of this?
I said, I call you Hurricane. He said, you blow into town for 2 hours and then you're gone and it takes me 2 months to clean up your mess.
You have to think about it with all the requirements that they
Goddamn hurricane, boy. Category 5. I said, thank you, brother. You're rougher than me, so I'll take that. Quite a compliment, big job.
Just to actually exercise my right, not to mention
And it was.
of actually buying the gun and buying the ammunition for the gun, then requiring an insurmountable amount of training in order just to exercise a constitutional right. You turn it into a privilege. And I think it's disgusting.
Yeah, well, and this idea that you've got to have 4 people who have to testify about your mental state. Can you imagine the size of the bureaucracy that would be required to do that? I mean, she thinks she's figured out an end run.
She's out of her goddamn mind, what she is.
Around the Second Amendment.
She's a politician.
And she's pretty confident.
They are the ones that need to be mentally evaluated because they can't see their own. They can't see their own bullshit. Well, screw you, I'm protected.
So she's emboldened, and most
Screw you, I'm protected.
are also emboldened. That's why
Screw you, I'm protected.
Now,
I'm protected. Screw you, Sheila Jackson Lee.
we control the U.S. at this point. So
You're protected. Wake up, you silly bitch.
Bill, I'm more than likely going to be able to get it passed.
Quit playing the game and start taking care of your responsibility, you goddamn politician.
This is always about trying to restrict your right as much as possible.
Trump
Because when
hates
you
me.
do have the power, look at the things that they're trying to pass. Somebody who's doing something in good faith doesn't try to pass something like this.
I'm not gonna call you what I'd like
Very good
to.
point, because usually when people start
then I'd be a
common
racist.
sense measures we can all agree on.
Let's just say,
None of that here. She's just saying
Rhyme with
when
chicken.
you drive a stake through your right to own.
Cause you ain't even worthy of the
over.
N-word, woman.
Common sense measures.
You ain't no-
we can all agree on.
you ain't no
slippery slope, any of that.
N-word.
Kill it stone dead right off.
But you use it
And then on top of that,
for your own political gain, you nasty ass bitch.
I try to make it as expensive as
How
possible.
much money you made off of using that?
Constitutional right. Could you
Pitting the
imagine
races
that?
against one another.
Oh,
And you do it every breath you take, you nasty.
No, I can't
Woman,
imagine that.
get out of Washington
They could
before
well
my
do
father
the same
gets
thing with
here.
the First Amendment. If you want a Republican
Because if you don't,
book, you'll have to pay
Ah,
processing
it's
fee,
not
and
gonna
we'll
be
check
pretty.
out whether your ex-wife thinks you're a nutter.
It will not be pretty, my love.
For every basic liberty here. That's why you should always stop this thing when they come for your first right.
But you'll learn. I don't have to tell you.
Great to have you with us. Great to see you.
You'll find out when the time is right. And when he gets here, you done for, bitch. I'm gonna take a shot.
Jesus. I know I'm looking, so stuff I've been trying to say, but I'm just trying to communicate where I'm at. But you and ask for your food. Ask for your brother. Ask for your mother. If I can marry you. Ask for my family's forgiveness. Please forgive me for embarrassing you. I mean, you know, I've been running amok over years. Well, I ran amok a year and a half. That it came to, I mean, not only did I ran amok for a little while, but then, damn, pretty much got shut down pretty hard. And then when I tried to get over it and explain what caused me to want to get over it, not want to get over it, and the whole 9 yards, well, I got shut down even harder. So it's been pretty tough for me to struggle every day and just wake up, you know, and not just want to pick up a weapon and go injure somebody or meanness. I mean, just you know, lash out. But that's not my purpose. That's not why I was shown all the wonderful things I was shown, and told all the beautiful things I was told, and taken to the incredible places I was taken to, and had so many things loaded into my mind that for 4 years I've been playing it out in my head. Every waking moment it plays in my head. And I spent the last 4 years trying to push it back down in there so that I can talk to you and not appear to be absolutely out of my ever other than that. But I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more, darling. You just will never comprehend what you ask of me. So sometimes if I feel emotional or something and I shed a tear, I cannot help it. I want to cry my eyes out every day, man, because of the situation I have grown so accustomed to and have to deal with every day of my life. Rain, shine, feel good, feel bad, sick, well, don't matter. It's all still up here. And I have no one to talk to but my God. Believe it or not, there is a God. And He speaks to me on a regular basis. Evidently. But I don't know how to express it. I'm no preacher. I'm no, you know, I've never been a Bible scholar. I've read Revelation one time, drunk in a motel, madder than hell. Went and busted out a bunch of windows and glass and beat up a dispatcher and got my boss by the neck and shook him and hit him with my tire bumper. I was so drunk and angry. Had to read Revelation, been cooped up in a motel room for all weekend waiting on a check that turned out to be a pittance of what I earned. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Or I got it. I didn't realize every time they sent me $20 on the road, it cost me 30. You know, or not that bad, but you know what I mean. It adds up. Got there operating on shoestrings for low wages, but proud to be happy, just have a job, be working and buy a job. And he make enough to eat on the road. Or couldn't back when I was but left for the family. Well, you come home, you pack his wife, you say, hey, yo, I'm only here for the weekend anyway, so sure I'm gone. Do what you gonna do. And then, old time I've gone, that's all I think about. All I think about. I'm gonna wrap my arms around her and tell her I love her. You know. I'm sorry for everything I ever done to hurt her, you know, or to, you know, cause her any pain. But anyway, there I go. I was gonna just talk to you a little bit, but I'll have to stay right now. So I'm just learning how to do all this shit. You know what I mean? How to use my computer, how to talk, and how to, you know, how to send you a message, say, so I can do this now. I've been trying to do it to the whole world, you know, trying to tell them what happened tonight. You know, I just mucked all that up, but let's face it, I'm just a human being. I'm just an old man. You understand? I'm not the devil. You think I am? I'm not. And I love you with all my heart. I love all my kids. And I love all my brothers and sisters and cousins, aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews. I love every one of them enough to stay away from them. Because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to invade your sanctity of your world with my, as Eric says, my bullshit. Okay? So I stay away. And I will continue to do so. But I just want you to know I love you, know my heart. Everything I own is yours, darling. You do with it as you wish. I thought the day, you know, make a big one funny, you know. Because that's, you know, kind of things you know, that happen to me on a regular basis there. I mean, you know, but then it goes away. I pop Pepsi and have this, you know, birth, and I'm where I go on. I don't know, you know, shit, I can't wait for it. The big one. I'm ready. Believe me, I'd much rather be in my next assignment than to remain in this one when everything had just gone awry. I've lost everything I care about in this life. So, all I can do is be honest on it. Pray. I pray you once. Yes. Come on, man. Give me a break. Work, ready. How about Dad? Could you give me a break? I would. Oh. Can I rest? I still can. Shut up. Well, I had big plans for today. I had a lot to accomplish, lots to do, but my back is giving me problems again. I can't do it today. So I'm gonna have to wait. So they give y'all a little more time to make up your minds on how you wanna handle this old man. You know, like I said, when you're alone, there won't be no trouble that way. Nobody will hold it against you. But you're being judged. Believe me or not, it does not matter to me anymore because my work is almost complete. And as soon as it is, I'll bother you no more. But
those of you who are expecting to see me today, I have to cancel. I can't do it. Not until I get some relief from my back pain. I gotta go to bed or suffer, greatly. And I won't suffer no more than I'm already suffering. So thank you very much. So, you're all in my thoughts, all of you. You're all in my prayer, all of you. I hope you're intelligent enough to make the right decisions in this case. You got nothing to gain by reflecting and trying to show your power, because your power is nothing, insignificant compared to theirs. Not mine, theirs. And that's what's coming. Their power, not mine, theirs. I have the power to summon, and I have done so. And I have been told to be patient. They're on the way. Believe me, I don't care what you believe. I just want it on the record that you were warned to think deep. You better open your heart and research what you got stored in there, and think about what you've done, and have you done the right thing about situations that you are in control of, because you're being judged and it was fate. Okay? I don't know how to put any blame on that. And it just depends on the situation. When my backup gets here, then it's out of my hands. I'll be lifted out. I'll be taken out. I've done my tour. And now my reinforcements are coming. They may be here tonight, and they may be here next week. And I don't know when exactly they'll be here, but whenever they get here, they will take over from here. There you go. Believe me. Believe me. I'm no liar. I'm no dumbass. I'm just a little old man from Texas. I've been around for a long time. I've been here for 70 years now. That's enough. I've had enough of y'all bullshit, if you want to know the truth. This ain't no fun life if you're not a crook, so that you have no qualms about how you conduct yourself. I have a conscience, a very strong conscience, and mistakes I make are paid for with my suffering over them. But right now I'm not making a mistake. I'm giving you fair word that this is not over by a long shot. It has only begun, my friend. Only begun. And my part of it is left almost 2 years. Maybe 2 years down to get you. But I can't influence anymore. So that's why I'm giving you fair warning now. And I'm no threatening flag. I'm not threatening anything. I can't even hardly get out of bed. And I'm not violent. I'm dangerous as hell, but I'm not violent. You know. But if asked my opinion, I will say there's none worthy of mercy. None. Do your job, boys. Let's clean this mess up and get it ready for the next batch. And that's what's going to happen. This planet is going to be sterilized, and you are going to be like the Egyptians, and like the Aztecs, and the Incas, and the Anunnaki. Y'all going to be on the pages of history just like them. And the next generation is going to wonder where all these wondrous marvels that were left behind came from, and how this world came to be destroyed. You know, how could such a fine civilization disappear overnight? But that's coming. It's coming. It's beating down the door, and y'all are just too blind to see. But were I a magic man, I would change it, because I would show mercy. I am Jesus. I don't give a damn what you think. I am Jesus. I am the Son of God. Yes, sir. And God is indeed. But He's got the power of the universe behind you. He is the power of the universe. He's the big man. He's the father of us all. But when my people gave you your religion, or the concept of worshiping a god, we kind of let y'all take over the mouth, and what y'all have made religion is a cruel joke on the universe. Because you people are not religious. You claim to be God-fearing. I swear you are not God-fearing, but you claim will wish to hell you had been. Because you're going to see the entire wrath of God coming down on you hard and fast. And there ain't going to be no place to hide. You can dig bunkers underground. It don't matter what you do. You will not survive. You will not survive. This planet will be cleansed. This planet will be given back to the poor dumb animals that are brutalized by you civilized human beings. Yes, yes, I said it all. And it's all in my report. And my report is being transmitted now. And by the time the armada gets here, it will have been decided your fate. But I'm telling the truth. If they ask me for a call, I'll give them the call. There are none worthy. None. Save the children, and poor animals. But you people that have reached the age of reason and the age of responsibility, you're doomed. You're doomed. You have no way of escaping what's coming. And it's going to be fantastic. And I'm going to sit up in the mothership and watch what happens. And I'm going to laugh my ass off at your wailing and screaming and gnashing of teeth and running to and fro and trying to save your mortal soul, trying to burrow into the ground and pack in supplies for you. If you pack up the whole wealth of the nation, it will not last long enough for you to survive. Oh, sir. You are doomed. Your rule on this world is over. You knew it was coming.
You look for me every day. Your preachers tell you he's coming. You better get ready. You better make your peace with the Lord because Jesus is coming. Well, I'm here. I'm not young and virile like I was a couple thousand years ago. No, sir. I've aged. I'm probably the oldest man you ever met.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
I've been here. I've been watching. I was put on point. Yeah. My bad. I was asleep for sale. I didn't know, but I do now. I know it all now. And I pity you poor mortals. I pity you corrupt bastards that have done wrong. Because for you, it's not going to be prison. You're going to suffer. I guarantee it. In fact, I'm going to command that you do. You will suffer. You will not get it quick and easy like the children will. No, sir. You're going to feel the pain. And you're going to wail. And you're going to cry. And you're going to beg. And you know what? When you can't keep up, we're going to throw your ass on the floor and stomp you. Yeah. Yeah. And we're going to call you a thief. Because you are. You're thieves. You've stolen this world from the righteous. And you've corrupted it at every turn. And your judgment is at hand. You dumb bastards. I'm trying to clean my language up because I want the children to be able to see this without thinking, I thought Jesus was a good man, did he? What's he doing talking like that? Huh? I told you I'm not the same man I was a couple thousand years ago. This is your time. This time YouTube and Facebook and 24-hour news service. Yeah. I've been here for 2 years. Have you heard about me? No, sir. You ain't seen no news story about the SWAT team getting the crazy old bastard over there in Dallas? Thanks to Jesus Christ. You ain't heard nothing about it, have you? No. Because it's been kept from you. Because I believe that your officials know who I am. They know. And they have kept it from you. And you will pay. Because you have allowed them to do so. And I guess that's about all I got to say for you right now. But information is coming to me constantly. First string feeding into my mind. And when they tell me something that I feel like I should relay, I'll try to keep you posted. How's that? You might have one opportunity if you can make things right before they get here. I'm not going to tell you what that's going to take, but a good place to start would be right here. Right here. You come and talk to me, and I'll do what I can for you. I'll do what I can. I'll intercede if I can. If I still have any pull left. If my father has not decided to override me because I'm weak and I'm gentle and I'm a loving person. That's why I got the job. That's why I'm Jesus who stood shut. That's why I'm Jesus. Looking to make coming trumpets and angels. That ain't the way I work. That is not the way I work. See, there's a chance that I could just come and do this, and then the world would know, and then I'd be gone, and it would be a matter of faith.
Just like it was a couple thousand years ago. And but that ain't gonna work because what we left you with a couple thousand years ago has been so corrupted that all the churches care about is getting the tithing. That's why the Catholic Church is full of pedophiles and gold and jewels and the Vatican, a big city dedicated to the religion of child molesters. And I'm not gonna start preaching. Not right now. My back hurts too bad. My back hurts. Bad. My shoulders are bad. My neck hurts bad. You people stomp me in the floor while you had me in that jail. And then when my people sent the vaccine, the medicine, to help me survive, I got the medicine. I don't know if y'all knew what you were giving me, but the purple medicine I'm telling you, that was sent by my father. And it was for me. And it healed me to an extent. But I need more. I need more of it to complete the process. So I'm going to tell you now, you bring me my medicine that is for me, and you know who I'm talking to and who I'm talking about. You know, you bring me my medicine and leave it with me, and you might get to live just a little bit longer. I'm not threatening nobody. I'm just telling you what's coming, boys. I'm not going to do a damn thing. I'm going to lay here and suffer till my nurses get here. And I won't have to suffer no more. No, I'll leave this body behind. And I will be on to my next job. I have another world to judge. I have another world to destroy. And probably not many worlds survive. Not many worlds are truly good. Y'all had the best chance right here in the USA. And you self-righteous. I'm stopping there. I promised I won't curse and foul it here. All right. Let me continue with my hospital story. After they gave me the injection of the purple medicine, and for those of you that didn't catch the first part of it, they gave me an injection of some kind of alien medicine, and it was miraculous. It was almost an instant recovery from my injuries, like my bruises, my bones started to strengthen. I felt like they were strengthening, and then see the skin on the bottoms of my feet started to toughen up, and I began to feel stronger. So they cut me to a bed, but I had been swollen when I first arrived there. My legs and feet were swollen because I had caught an infection. They called it strep or something, and sepsis, that's what it was. But anyway, they were swollen and had cuts all over them, bruises. They were bad enough that they took x-rays of them, put it that way. And y'all know anything about jail hospital? They don't take x-rays. I'm just saying, think about it, broken ball, I'll guarantee you. And they looked like I did, but they say I didn't. Later on, I got another x-ray on them, and they said, yeah, your hairline fractures all over. That was after the medicine. That stuff, I don't know, within 15, 20 minutes of being injected with it, the bruises on my arm, and it looked like I had tattoos, and I don't have a tattoo, but it looked like my arm was covered in it's how bruised they were. And the bruises just started fading away and lightening. I had a gash here on my arm, and it started healing up. It was an open wound, and it just started drying up. Same with the cuts on my legs. I mean, it didn't heal completely, but within just minutes, they were well on their way to not being open sold. That was the main thing. They were
Sweetheart.
tissue,
Hey, Glory.
and that known as healing, I believe. But that's the way I felt. I felt like God was healing me, and gave me strength, made me feel happy, and made me feel like I'm not delusional, you know. I'm not nuts. I hadn't been in a coma somewhere. I haven't, been making all this up. This has all been happening and shown to me, and it's all I can do to describe the scope of it. No way. It was just majestic in every regard. Everything.
God damn it, Gary. You said it. Old man can't see in the dark. Turn your light on, silly.
Hyper.
Ah, well, no harm done.
Intense.
I need to tend it anyway.
There's so much. So much sameness to be so different.
Oh, Lord.
But that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the representation of the people,
Don't know that.
people I would be in contact with, they were up to they were a little bit out of time. I was a little bit
I was out of time.
detect,
Hell yeah.
you know, even in my condition, I can sense that they were just a little bit out of time. And there's a wash facility there, and then myself, and in my cage. I'm gonna call it a cage. It wasn't a cell. I didn't hurt like animals, so.
Oh, God.
So in my cage, there's a shower with what supposedly is a towel hanger deal. Well, that little slot deal, you tap on it and it makes clack, 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 you know. I started tapping out Morse code, or not actual code, but tapping out like 1, 1, 2, you know, experiment, because I was given the impression that if I did so, it would have a result that would be, you know, agreeable to me, or be something good. So I did. And eventually I stumbled upon it somehow. I could tap once and it stopped their motion.
Oh.
Period.
Oh.
Everything stopped.
Oh,
All
Lord.
the progress.
Oh.
Tap it the second time, and they would start in reverse, but their start was so gradual, you couldn't detect it for a couple of minutes. But if you tapped again, it would start them going forward again. So it took a while to figure that out, because I would tap and it stopped, you know. And I almost just
I'm going.
stop, And
As soon as I get this cramp under control, I'm gonna take a shower
well, they told me that.
and I'm gonna go wash my truck, okay?
Well, why don't they go backwards? Slide, tap, tap. You know, and
Yes,
that's- and I did that.
Well, I know it's Sunday, but,
No, at least.
Mama wants to go to Walmart and I need to wash my truck. I just can't stand it.
And
I ain't washed it in
their
a
mom
year.
thought it'd bring me a
Hell.
temperature.
Ain't been out of the house in a year, Paul.
So,
Oh.
cold. Oh my God, it must have been 50 degrees in there. And I had no clothing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, it's putting me back there. Yes, sir. That's why I can't.
Oh, man, on the cot. I don't believe you. I don't
Putting me right back in that hole.
I don't believe I did. I believe you just.
What?
Hard, sir.
Oh, God.
And, but because I had just exited that tunnel and I had been nude going through, I had shredded all my clothes and they had fallen apart. And what I had, a shirt and pants, had just shredded up. And I lost them in the tunnel.
Oh.
And, I was not embarrassed because there was no one to observe, so it did not matter. I had to
Oh. Oh.
Hey, Uncle Gary, sorry it took so long to text or call you back. I was calling to see, checking on you, see how you doing. I haven't been on Facebook or any kind of social media for a while. I was just calling to see how you're doing. Right now, I'm outside with Gianni, enjoying this beautiful weather right now. We're still having the second not so cold. And hopefully days like these are like really good on the street because I'm enjoying being outside and stuff inside the room. Uncle Gary, I'll hit you up again in a little bit. I love you, Uncle Gary.
I love you too, darling. I'll call you after I take a shower.
and the routine began.
I'll call you after I take a shower. I gotta get my back
Wandered
clear.
around and passed by, they would never pay any attention to
God
your
damn.
condition
Oh, Gary. Oh.
and your desires, if you were cold, if you were
Oh.
hungry or in pain,
Bring it.
didn't matter. They could care less.
In my ride.
What you up to? I don't know what they did. Not much.
Bet you get tired of me saying that, don't you? Well,
But anyway,
in my ride.
that
Don't you know that's the way you handle a kid that's bugging you? You just go ahead and do what they want you to do if it's within reason. Don't
they
you?
do their job,
Well,
I guess.
have I not finished?
So sometimes
Is there more for me to do, Paul?
be that short.
Because I'm getting a bit long in the tooth.
Genital mutilation has been nearly universally condemned.
Oh, Lord,
Genital
yes, it has.
mutilation has been condemned by the WHO, the United Nations Children's Fund, the United Nations Population Fund. According to the WHO, genital mutilation is recognized internationally as a violation of human rights. Genital mutilation is considered particularly egregious because, as the WHO knows, it is nearly always carried out on minors and is a violation of the rights of children. Most genital mutilation is not typically performed by force, but as WHO notes that by social convention, social norm, the social pressure to conform, to do what others do and have been doing, as well as the need to be accepted socially and the fear of being rejected by the community. American culture is now normalizing the idea that minors can be given hormones to prevent their biological development of their secondary sexual
That shit ain't right.
Dr. Levine, U.S.
Thank
Supreme
God.
Court both allowing
God.
minors to be given hormone blockers to prevent them from going through puberty, as well as surgical destruction of a minor's genitalia.
Poor little
Like
thick
surgical
kid, you
mutilation,
don't butcher
hormone
him.
interruption of puberty can permanently alter and prevent
will
secondary
pay,
sexual
sir.
characteristics.
Pay for your evil barbarian.
Reports that 80 to 95% of prepubertal children with gender dysphoria will experience resolution by late adolescence if not exposed to medical intervention and social affirmation. Dr. Levine, do you believe that minors are capable of making such a life-changing decision as changing one's sex?
Hell no,
Well,
they're
Senator,
not.
thank you for your interest in this question. Transgender medicine is a very complex and nuanced field with robust
Ain't old
research
enough to do
and
nothing
standards
like
of
that.
care that have been developed.
Everybody
If I'm
knows
fortunate
it.
enough to be confirmed as the Assistant Secretary of Health, I would look forward to working with you and your office and coming to your
What
office
a
and
bitch,
discussing
what a
the
bitch.
particulars of
Look
the
at
standards
that
of
woman.
care for transgender medicine.
The specific question was about minors. Let's be a little more specific since you evaded the question. Do you support the government intervening to
Grandpa was trying
override
to say
parents'
something.
consent to give a child
See what I
puberty
mean?
blockers, cross-sex hormones, and/or amputation surgery of breasts and genitalia? You have said that you're
He's
willing
trying
to
to save our
accept
children from
protocols for
themselves.
street kids. I'm alarmed that poor kids with no parents who are
And the
homeless
Democrats are all for just letting them butcher themselves in the name of
and allow that to happen to a minor.
progressive.
I would hope that you have
Politics.
compassion for Kira,
Well-
who's a 23-year-old girl
When that
who's
baby
confused with her identity.
grows up and realizes what it's
She got on the
done,
internet about something about transsexual. She said, well, maybe that's what I am.
he'll
She'll
turn
get
on
these
you
puberty blockers, cross-sex
and he'll want to
hormones,
kill all of you.
breast amputated.
And it'll be your
And here's
own
what
damn
ultimately she
fault.
says now. And this is a very insightful
Armageddon's
decision
coming.
from someone who made a mistake, but was led to believe this was a good thing by the medical community. I made a
Armageddon is
rash
here.
decision as a teenager, as a lot of
If you do
teenagers
not
do,
wake up
trying
and
to
smell
find
the
confidence
coffee,
and happiness. Except now the rest of my life will be negatively affected,
then
she said, adding that the
I'm
medicalized
afraid
gender
you're
transition
doomed to
was a
burn
very temporary, superficial
through
fix for a
eternity
very
because
complex identity issue.
there is a
But I
heaven
am
and there
aware
is
of
a
that, because we're
hell.
not willing to say absolutely
And,
minors shouldn't be making
Hell is
decisions
right
to
here on
amputate
earth.
their breast or to
And that's
amputate
what's
their
going to
genitalia.
burn through eternity because once the
For most
blaze
of our
starts,
history, we believe that minors don't
it'll
need
never
their rights,
stop.
and their parents
It will
need to
become
be
another
involved.
sun.
So I'm alarmed that you won't
And we'll
say
be a
this
double
is
sun.
minors should not have the
Sorry,
ability
that's
to
exactly
make a
what the
decision to take hormones that
world
will
is
affect them for the
progressing
rest of their
toward.
life.
We are going to become a miniature
Will you make a
sun.
more firm decision on whether or not minors should be involved in these decisions?
Senator,
Ah.
transgender medicine is a
And
very
then we
complex
will
and nuanced field.
reach the end of
And
our
I've confirmed to
time
the
and we
position
will
of Assistant
expand
Secretary
and
of
become
Health. I would
supernova
certainly be pleased to come to your
and
office
scatter our
and talk
ashes
with you
throughout
and
the
staff
universe.
about
throughout
the
the
standards of
universe.
care and the complexity
And
of
it
this.
will build a new life,
Let
a
it go to
new
the
world.
records that the witness
That's
refused to
what
answer the
we
question.
do.
The question is a very
That's
specific
what
one.
we
Should
do.
minors be making these
We do
romantic
it in
decisions
this
for most
galaxy. We do it in that
We would
galaxy.
never
We
cut
do it in
someone
this
who we are.
universe. We
But
do
you're
it in
willing
this
to let a
dimension.
minor take things that prevent them.
And we do it in the dimension that just next door. And we
You
do it
give a
in the
woman
dimension that we just
testosterone and
left.
that she grows up here.
Because
if you
time
just go
is
back
made
to
up
that
of
woman who stopped
dimensions.
testosterone,
Every life of time
change them. Infertility is
is
another
a different
problem. None of
dimension.
these drugs have been approved for this. They're all
That,
being used off label.
The
I find it ironic.
reality
that
of the
left
universe
toxic
that we
hormones
live
being
in.
used possibly.
That's the reality of God
Are
Almighty.
not alarmed that these hormones are being
Not-
used off label.
Not what
That's
your
long-term
priest
studies.
tells
We
you,
don't know what
son.
happens to them.
That's
We
the
do know
legend
there
that he
are
wrote the book
dozens and dozens of people
to
been
try
through
to save
this
you,
who
but
regret
you are
this happened and a permanent change happened to them. And
so
if you've ever
dead
been
set
around
against facing up
14-year-olds can't
to
make this decision in the gender
the
dysphoria.
reality of the universe that you're willing to mutilate your children. You're willing to slaughter your parents.
3-year-old not changing their sex.
You're willing to kill your fellow man. You're willing to brutalize dumb animals.
Thank you for answering.
One thing to kill them for meat, but it's another thing to torture them while you're doing it. And that's what's going to happen to you. Whatever you reap, so you shall sow. No, just the backwards to that. Whatever you sow, so
I
shall
think
you
that
reap.
it's
That's
critically
the way
important
it goes.
that education systems.
Sometimes there's so much going on in my mind till I mix up the words and I sound like I don't know what I'm talking about.
Every other
But
student has
believe me, I do.
participate in
I just got a word wrong now and then. I might have said fuck, or I might have said dick, or I might have called you a cunt, lady, but if I did, it's because you were acting like a cunt. Take that up, you snooty butt, bitch.
Do you worry about having boys running girls' track meets?
Quit acting like a cunt, we won't call you one. Quit acting like a nigger, I won't call you one. Quit acting like a wetback, I won't call you one. Quit acting like a slave, I won't call you one. Quit acting like a fool, I won't call you one. Quit acting like a man,
Students who
and nobody will call
So
you
I
one.
understand that.
That's why we have to stand up to these goddamn
I
politicians.
think it's fair.
Right now, National Guard.
I think it's appropriate for
About faith.
I think it's the legal responsibility
Ready
of
on.
schools to provide opportunities for students to
Ready.
participate in
Aim.
activities, and this includes students.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
And then with boys running in the girls' track.
Hold your fire.
meets, name it.
Wait till my brother gets
boys
there.
competing, yeah, with girls.
He's the one that will give the command to fire.
Police schools.
And
should
he
offer
is
the
Donald
opportunity
J. Trump,
to engage in extracurricular
who
activities,
God sent
even if they're
to
transgender. I think that's
save the planet.
Well, a lot of us think that that's bizarre. You know, I come from a.
We are two of the four horsemen.
Competed in college athletics, we did state champions, and.
And I ride the white horse, and Donald rides the dark horse, and David rides the red horse, and Richard rides the
You know, it's just
the other horse,
bizarre and unfair.
the pale
If you're
horse.
gonna run the Department of Education, you've got no problem with it. That concerns me, and I think it's this kind of thing is gonna lead to really just the vast majority of America just wondering, who are these people that think it's okay? From what planet are you from? I mean, to think it's okay that boys would compete with girls in a track meet, that somehow would be fair. I wonder where feminists are on this. I wonder where the people who supported women's sports are on this. I mean, we all gonna be okay with hulking 6'4" guys, wrestling against girls? It just makes no sense whatsoever. And so I think the fact that you seem to be afraid to answer the question, or
You can wrestle with a woman if you're a big old boy.
It's okay.
You can wrestle with a little girl, but if you're a man, you better not touch some woman on her hind end when you're walking by her. Your life is over, my friend. Because 30 years from now, she'll remember you did that, and she'll tell a pack of them other women, and they'll rise up against you, and your life will be destroyed for brushing up against a woman. Once you get money and power, they will bring you down. Look at Jeffrey Epstein. Look at my brother, how the movie producer that's in jail.
Genital mutilation.
Harvey?
is nearly universal.
Yeah.
Genital
If all them little stars didn't want to get screwed, they wouldn't have been up there taking his money and, getting all those fantastic roles. God damn you, Ashley Judd. God damn you, lady from The Sopranos. Yeah, testifying against that guy that did so much for you. And just because he was attracted to you and offered you his bed and you climbed in it, but when it was over, you felt remorse, and now that man's spending the rest of his days on this planet as a prisoner. My brother, when he retakes power, will pardon our brother, Harvey Weinstein, because he works for my father. He produced the movies that my father wanted produced so that he could teach me all that he wanted me to learn. Because he knew that when it was time for him to come back, and I would have to go through what I went through, and that I had been unable to prove and unable to get anyone to pay attention to what I'm trying to say, that I would need a reason to take heart, and I would fall back on all the old westerns I love, like my brother Clint and my brother John Wayne, and my brother Charlton Heston, my brother Gregory Peck, my brother Charlie Bronson, and Ernest Borgnine, and Chill Wheels, and who is all them boys? I can't remember everybody's name. Jimmy Stewart, he's my brother. Richard Bain, Mr. Paladin, he's my brother. Matt Dillon, James Arness, he is my brother. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Steve McQueen, yes, sir. He's your son also, sir. Yes, sir. Hank Jr., yes, sir. I know them all. And it gives me courage to carry on. Because I play their music and I watch their movies and I entertain my mind and try to make it slow down. But every movie I watch reminds me that, hey, that's my brother. And I've yet to watch 10 minutes of a John Wayne movie here lately that I don't have to back it up 4 times to see 10 minutes worth, because that's what my mind's working right now. Thanks to you, bud. You showed it to me. I didn't know it. I did not know it. 68 years of struggle just to feed my kids and honor my father and my mother, and I failed in that, and I failed in everything I've ever done, Father, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you forgave me. I know you did, but I can't forgive myself for what I did. Thank you for sending Mother. She's here now. She don't know who she is, but she's coming around. But she's had brain surgery twice. Had half her brain removed. No wonder she don't know who she is. Bless her heart. I'm gonna take her to Walmart directly, Dad. I'm gonna take her shopping. I'm gonna go buy her a computer. And I'm gonna take it over and hook it up on her TV for her, and I'm gonna fix her up, man. I'm gonna fix her up. Because I want her to come stay with me, but she won't. She's independent, and I don't blame her. But I'm gonna hook her up a computer and put Hulu on there, and so she can watch movies. I turned on a movie for her yesterday, and she just cried and watching it. It just broke my heart. So I'm gonna go buy her a computer. I have to go back because I lost my wallet, Dad, and I had to cancel my credit card, my debit card, and order new ones. And then day later, I opened the door and there lay my wallet. I don't know how I missed it because I hunted it for all day long, just like I did the day before I went to Walmart. I hunted my wallet all day long and then walked out of the house without that credit card and without that telephone. And I could have swore I had them. And when I picked up that telephone thinking, well, this is what I had with my wallet, it must be still on my motorcycle. And I walked out to check my motorcycle. I had that telephone in my hand, and I was arrested for shoplifting. But it was you did it, so I know that now. I didn't know it then. I was angry. I've been so angry. But since Christmas, when you told me to turn it loose and let it all go, I've been working real hard to do so. But my mind will not relax, will not slow down. And I'm going to take a shower. So there you go. I'll talk some more later. Thanks, Father. I'll be back.
Yeah.
I gotta take a shower. Cause my back's hurting and that hot water is the only thing that's gonna help it. I have no.
After my family's forgiveness, please forgive me for embarrassing you. I mean, I've been running them up over years. Well, I ran them up a year and a half. Daddy couldn't count. I mean, not only did I ran them up for a little while, but then, damn, pretty much got shut down pretty hard. And then when I tried to get over it and explain what caused me to want to get over it, not want to get over it, and the whole 9 yards, well, I got shut down even harder. So it's been pretty tough for me to struggle every day and just wake up, and not just want to pick up
a weapon and go injure somebody or meanness. I mean, just lash out. But that's not my purpose. That's not why I was shown all the wonderful things I was shown. And told all the beautiful things I was told. And taken to the incredible places I was taken to. And had so many things loaded into my mind that for 4 years I've been playing it out in my head. Every waking moment it plays in my head. And I spent the last 4 years trying to push it back down in there so that I can talk to you and not appear to be absolutely out of my ever mad. But I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more, darling. You just will never comprehend what you ask of me. Sometimes if I feel emotional or something, I feel I cannot look at you and cry my eyes out every day, man. Because the situation I am. I'm so accustomed to. Every day of my life. Feel good, feel bad. Well, don't matter. It's all still up here. And I have no one to talk to but my God. Believe it or not, there is a God. And he speaks to me in different ways. Evidently.
Thank you, Lord.
But I don't know how to express it. I'm no preacher. I'm no, I've never been a Bible scholar. I've read Revelation one time, drunk in a motel, mattered of hell. Went and busted out a bunch of wanted glass and beat up a dispatcher and got my boss by the neck and shook him and hit him with my tire bumper. I was so drunk and angry. Had to read Revelation, been cooped up in a motel room for all weekend waiting on a check that turned out to be a epitome of what I done. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. Or I got it. I didn't realize every time I take like $20 on the road, it cost me 30. Or not that bad, but you know what I mean. It adds up. You out there operating on a few trains for low wages, but proud to be happy, just have a job, be working, and buy a job. Ain't make enough to eat on the road, or couldn't back when I was there. What's left for the family? Well, you come home, you fight with your wife, you say, hey, yo, I'm only here for the weekend anyway, so sure, I'm gone. Do what you're gonna do. And then, old time I was gone, that's all I can think about. All I can think about. Just gonna wrap my arms around her and tell her I love her, I'm sorry for everything I ever done to her, cause her any pain. But anyway, there I go. I was going to just talk to you a little bit, but I'll have to back. Right now, so I'm just learning how to do all this shit. You know what I mean? How to use my computer, how to talk, and how to, how to send you a message there so I can do this now. I've been trying to do it to the whole world, trying to tell them what happened and I just mucked all that up, but let's face it, I'm just a human being. I'm just an old man. You understand? I'm not the devil. You think I am. I'm not. And I love you with all my heart. I love all my kids. And I love all my brothers and sisters and cousins, aunts and uncles and nieces and nephews. I love every one of them enough to stay away from them. Because I don't want to, I don't want to invade your blanket of your world with my, as Eric says, my bullshit. Okay? So I stay away. And I will continue to do so. But I just want you to know I love you. No. Everything I own is yours, dog. You do with it as you will. I talk to Dad and, make a big one funny, because that's, kind of things that happen to me on a regular basis there. I mean, but then it goes away. I pop Pepsi and have this, birth, and I'm where I go on. I don't know how to merge train, shit. I can't wait for it. The big one. I'm ready. Believe me, I'd much rather be in my next assignment than to remain in this one when everything has just gone right. I've lost everything I care about in this life. So all I can do is be honest, God. Pray. I pray you once. Come on, man. Give me a break. Work, ready. How about Dad? Could you give me a break? I will. Oh. God, thank you. I still can't. Shut off. I only say that about you because my father makes me do it. He won't let me be evil. He makes me love everybody. God damn it, he didn't. God damn it, he didn't. I'll tell you what, my brother get here. My brother get here. We'll tell him. Thank you on the view. Go sit at that round table with them bitches that have destroyed our brother. Destroyed that beautiful man that was doing everything he could to bring this country back from the brink, from the bullshit that fucking Barack Obama did. Yeah, motherfuckers. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Fuck you all. I'm in the zone. God got me. He got his hand on me. He's making me say all this shit. I know tomorrow I'll probably wind up in jail. Saying it. But what can I do? What can I do? I'm doomed to it. I have been for 4 years. But nobody wants to listen to me. I bet they're listening now. I bet if I post this crap, I'll get the attention, buddy. I'll get it this way instead of turning into a Charlie Manson or a David Drake or Ted Bundy or Jim Jones or Hannibal Lecter or Joe Biden or Kamala Harris or, Chuck Schumer or Nancy Pelosi. I won't turn into them. I'll turn into a fucking monster. But I won't be any worse than they are, because they're fucking monsters. They're devouring our freedoms, our liberties, our country. They're devouring it as fast as they can go. With a stroke of a pen, Joe Biden has done more damage to this country than the Russians could have done in 10 years. Hell yes. Hell yes. That ignorant old bastard that can't even understand what he's trying to read off a cue card. He can't even get it right. And he's running this country. Fuck you. Fuck her. Fuck all. My father. My life. Good night. Good night, America. God bless you. Talk to you later. Well, I won't be any worse than they are, because they're fucking monsters. They're devouring our freedom, our liberty, our country. They're devouring it as fast as they can go. With a stroke of a pen, Joe Biden has done more damage to this country than the Russians could have done in 10 years. Hell yes. Hell yes. That ignorant old bastard that can't even understand what he's trying to read off a cue card. He can't even get it right. And he's running this country. Fuck you. Fuck her. Fuck all. My father. My life. Good night. Good night, America. God bless you. Talk to you later. Well, I'm just getting my morning dose of The View. The ladies of The View. So predictable. Never changing. Everything is still Donald Trump's fault. You know? And now they're even talking about if they're going to continue to talk about him because he's no longer there. He's no longer, in their way. But he is running the Republican Party, so the entire Republican Party, they're not going to talk about it anymore. Or some crap like that. I mean, they are so, well, I believe I've said about enough. Hi, honey. Hello, darling. I'm just gonna send you this. See how you are. I know your power was out yesterday and you wasn't able to call me. I read the text, but it was too late to call you. I tried to call you, but it was too late. I didn't realize it was almost 10 o'clock. I wouldn't have dialed your number, sweetheart. I apologize for that. I didn't start y'all's evening. So I love you. And if you get a chance, give me a call. I'm gonna put this in an email, send it to you, yada yada yada, like I do all the time. Yeah, here it comes. There you go. Coming in the email, baby. I'm gonna put it in the email. Well, as far as I know, that's the only way to do it anymore. Put it in an email or something like that. Let's see what this goddamn piece of crap says. Put it in an email. Hello, honey. Here's my email. Oh, Jerry, yes, I am. Oh, this little muppet is not yet available. Okay. I'm going to call and tell him, please. Can I fill out the application? I want that little feller. He looks just like Buddy, except for his little black eyes. That's all right, I don't care. He's a sweetheart, just like my boy. Just like my boy. I want that dog. All right, how do I do this now? Look at the number now. Let's call and see if I can put out that case number. Out that case. When he is available, I can go meet him and maybe they'll let me adopt him. Cause he would hit my heart to the tape. Yes, he would. I know. That's not what I want to do, is it? That's my email. Okay, let's back off that. How do I do it? Stupid bastard. Stupid bastard. Just get a damn grip, boy. Just get a grip, that's all. Damn dumbass. I exactly most beautiful girl in the world. Is that my phone? Well, if it is, I'm sorry, I can't.
Please leave your message for 21444474130.
Hey, sugar, I'm just calling you back. I got a little bit excited last night. Had to take a drink before I go to sleep. And I probably just had a little more than I should have, but you know how I am. That's what I do. That's my fun. So, you know, I'm not gonna make any excuses for it. Just other than to say, sorry I missed the call. Give me a call if you want to. I'm thinking to go to the store to get me a loaf of bread and drive my truck a little bit. I want to put more antifreeze in it. Yada, 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 yada. But I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. All right, and call these people here today and ask them about the dog. I want this dog with that. Isn't that just precious? I want you, boy. I want you. I don't want some other dog. I want you. So, just seeing y'all fell in love. That's the way this old man works. I see you, I love you. Poor puppy. I hope you get along with this cat that comes around. So that's gonna be a scrap. Well, he ain't here enough to bother you. I can put y'all in different goddamn rooms if I want to. Hello, doctor. Hi, old friend. Oh, damn. Shit. Nobody there. Nobody at the home.
You've reached the Ball Springs Animal Shelter. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. If you've reached us outside these hours and it is an emergency, you can contact Ball Springs Police Department at 972-557-6000. With anything else, leave a voicemail and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Yes, sir. My name is Gary Lynn Hedden. I live in Terrell, Texas. I sent you an inquiry about the little Shih Tzu mix you got there. His pet ID is 466-36859. I'm very interested in adopting that fella, so when he becomes available, please give me the opportunity to come and check him out and let y'all check me out and see if I'm right for him and he's right for me. And if you would, I'd appreciate it. Anyway, thank you. My number's 214-753-6813 if you would like to speak to me, and I will also send you an email regarding this subject. I just wasn't sure anybody'd be there, and I hate to see anything happen to that little guy. He is so precious. He looks just like my dog I had for 15 years, and I loved to have him. You have to excuse me. I've been cooped up a while. I forgot all about this shit. I don't even remember. Poor little dog had for an ice storm. I had to get over that. Because I did not get the dog. I couldn't go up there
Your call has
because of the weather and my health.
214-219-631 is not available. At the
Yes.
tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, darling. Just played telephone tag. I hope y'all got the power back on, and everything. Hope not too dire shape. pretty nasty, because I gotta go to the store and get me a loaf of bread, so I'm gonna let you know I'll be gone for a little while, so. Give me a call when you get a chance, I'd love to say hello. But if you don't, I understand. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Reach out and reach out.
Oh, Lord. This one is. I'll send an email when I get that. Oh, hell, they'll let my hair dry. Oh, kids been moaning to do it. Hell. Not this. Been dodging COVID for a year, and I'm gonna go out with my hair wet, catch pneumonia. I don't think so. I don't think I'm that goddamn thirsty. Like I need a loaf of bread that bad. But you know how
I forgot all about you.
sometimes I don't always think that I that I have.
I was really down in the dumps right about then.
Ooh, that thing.
Ooh, Lord. Yes, sir. My prayers were not being answered as quick as I thought they should. And I was getting mad again. And I saw that little old dog, and it just calmed me right there.
We noticed it ain't usual dog.
But then every dog I see calms me down. He just looked so much like Buddy till I kind of fell for him. Yeah, there's a bunch of little dogs out there need my help. If he got adopted, that's just fine. I'm happy for him. I just didn't want to see him be destroyed for lack of interest. Guarantee you that. Just because he can't help what he is. No reason to destroy him. I'll take all them pit bulls and get me a place again. I'll get me a yard full of them, but they won't be fighters. They'll be guards. Yeah. I don't trust nobody on this goddamn planet anymore with no, sir. Because I know the future. I know what's coming. And you gonna need a yard full of pit bulls for damn sure. Because the cops ain't gonna protect nobody. They're gonna be too busy protecting themselves from the animals that are coming after them. And it's gonna be a mass murder. Because once it starts, they're gonna have to just keep killing until they kill everybody. Read your Bible, people. Read your Bible. I'm gonna go take a nap. Damn it! I get so aggravated, I gotta hear it. I'm gonna hear play some music. There you go. I can't. Papa, I can't. You know, I love you, Dad. Yo, son of a bitch, you do all along, man. And you never let on one drop, except when you wrote your little book. Time to face up. I read that the other day and I laughed at it because I knew exactly what you were talking about, Bubba. I knew exactly. And it dawned on me that you had been showing me this stuff all my life, brother. All my life. And now I'm just waiting on my ride. I'm just waiting on the sauce. That's all I care about, Daddy. Send the sauce. I don't have to do nothing. I just sit here and wait now. So, and you sent Mama, and she's here with me, and she's perfect. But yeah, except she's only slightly intimidated by me because she sees my goings on, but you made her brain so that she can handle it. That's why you put her in this woman. Yes, sir. With her 2 brain surgeries and her
her port where she has to inject whatever medication she takes. I mean, she's been worked on by you, Lord, to make her a vessel for my mother to come back. And nobody would suspect that she is the Virgin Mary. Nobody will know. And I'm going to take her out to Vegas, and I'm going to high roll her with her. I'm going to take. She knows a man out there that's a billionaire that she used to work for. He owned a bunch of strip clubs in Dallas. And when she told me that, I asked her where she worked, and she told me, and I said, you know what? I remember you, darling. And I mean, we just had an instant connection, and now all of a sudden, it dawned on me, she's my mother. You sent her to me, Father. Thank you so much. Oh, God. My whole life has changed, Dad. I'm not mad no more. I don't want nobody. I just want to enjoy my mother till you come, till my brother's dinner. That's all I want now. So I will completely stop what I'm doing and just take care of that woman. I've had the training for it. Yes, sir, I have. You've been training me all my life to take care of my mother. And now I get a second opportunity to do it the right way. I won't be struggling this time. I won't disrespect her like I did mother. I won't. Oh, God. Oh, I love my mother with all my heart. She is my world. She is my world. Just like she's Johnny's world, and she was David and Richard got to come and be a part of that world. We were all there with her. We were all there with and with you. And with you, Father. No, I love you. I can't wait to get home, Dad. I'm so tired of being out here. Seems like I've been on the road all my life, Dad. Oh, Lord, I can't do this. I can't do it no more, Bob. Please let me rest. Oh, Lord. Spit it out, son. Spit that poison out. All of it. Yeah, let it go. Let it go. It's had you down long enough. You've been down long enough. Now you can breathe again. You can breathe again. But let's see what I want to send my children now. Because I have to apologize to them for all the crazy shit I've been doing. Everything I've been doing, I need to apologize to the whole world. So I'll tell you what, I'll put out a preview of the movie. And that's what I'll do it as. It's 5 minutes long, and the name of it's Crazy Old Man from Texas. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yada, yada, yada. I just threw that yada, yada in there. Yeah. Let me play it and see what I can do, see how I can fix it up. And I'll send it to them as the trailer to my new movie, because I'll splice in a couple of the action scenes, like where I'm shouting, and my brothers are coming, and they're going to slaughter you all, and it will be delicious, That ought to get your attention. Just that one line ought to get your attention. Or I could use the one you gave me to get out of jail with, that you put in that movie, Mississippi Burning, for me to see. That's how you've been training me. And you told me, when you get ready to be released from that jail, son, you're going to need to not march, but recite these words, no matter the cost. And I said, what, Dad? And he said, I put it in a movie for you, Mississippi Burning. And it's about the way the South feels about the black folks. And, you know, it's Gene Hackman and Willem Dafoe are FBI agents. And Gene Hackman used to be a, what do you call him? An FBI man. Yeah, he worked for the FBI. And, wait a minute, I need to write this down, don't I? Let me turn this on. Yeah, Gene Hackman. Well, never mind. I don't need to write it down. Shit. Something went wrong. What? Anyway, Gene Hackman. He joined the FBI after being a sheriff in a small town in Mississippi, I think. And Willem Dafoe, he's this high-minded, you know, true blue, civil rights, believing, you know, he's out to get the Klan, you know, and they play the Klan out to be a bunch of evil, racist white boys, which is whatever movie that mentions the Klan or any kind of white supremacist. They always portray them as evil motherfuckers. They don't portray them as hardworking men that have to put a sheet on so they can go out and commit the crimes that our black brothers and our brown brothers get away with doing in broad daylight. We have to don masks and hoods, or else we'll be crucified. And I'm the one that does the being crucified. That's my job. Leave it to me, okay? Stop crucifying everybody that comes along. They haven't done anything wrong. Lay down your fucking hatred. Lay down your fucking self-righteous bullshit and get out of Washington. And then the rest of us can think about the important things in life, like feeding our children and raising our kids and, you know, not letting the slaughterhouse kill our goddamn pets and the medical profession kill our pets so they can learn how to cut off little pee-pees and hoo-hoos and turn little boys into little girls just because they think they might like to wear high heels sometimes. Well, I'm going to tell you what. There's a whole bunch of folks like to wear high heels, but they don't chop their goddamn pee-pees off and butcher them. If it wasn't for the high price of it, the doctors wouldn't do it neither because they're going to hell for it. Just like the abortionists, just like them murdering bastards. Now, I'm not politically correct, and I will not pull a punch. I'll tell you what the fuck's on my mind. That's my dilemma. So, all right, what the fuck's going on? You freezing up my computers now? Because if you do, you're going to pay for it, motherfucker. So when my daddy gets here, let's see what I got here. I've already said this in nauseam, and I'm tired of saying it, so. So, I believe I said it best in my new movie. Yes, sir. I've got a new movie I'm fixing to put out, sir. Yes, sir. I've been working on it. Here's the last week. All that's gone on in the past 4 years has led me to the things I say in this movie. It's not that long, it's about 45 minutes long, but of course I'll add history to it and all kinds of stuff because I got more material than they'll ever be able to suppress. And once my name is a household thing, then everybody will want to know the story and the planet will be saved. And the stars can land and we'll all just live in glory from now on. We will have been awakened. We will have been, the big disclosure will have taken place because I am Jesus Christ. And I am also Satan. So they must choose. And remember this, folks. That's what I think of you, if you want to know the truth. that's all you amount to in the universe. I don't care if you're the king of France or England or Germany or the United States of America or Russia or Poland or Czechoslovakia or China or Japan or Hawaii or the Philippines or let's say Baghdad or Jerusalem. Does not matter, because you are all going to be laid asunder, because I will be lifted out by a saucer that will come to my house and shine a tractor beam down and lift me out. And as to whether any of you ever know how I left will be totally up to the gods. See? Because the saucers are here all the time and nobody believes it, so they'll never notice this old man disappearing. But then all this stuff will be there. And what will they do then? What will they do then? They will be unable to suppress it. Just don't make me commit an atrocity before the saucer comes. Okay? Because I'm very capable of it. I'm well equipped. And if you want me to start it, I'll be more than happy to do so, because there's a whole bunch of fuckers that have really hurt me. And even as Jesus Christ, Father, even though I am Jesus Christ, I am a human being with the feelings and the compassion and the, what do you call it? What do you call it? The love for my fellow man and for my children, for my leaders, for my brothers and sisters of other color, of other race, of other creed, of other religions. I love them all, Father. That's why you gave me this job. I know that. Yes, sir, I've known it all along. But it's hard to be home. Yes, sir. It's hard. It's very hard. I've been educating myself. I've been, trying to learn to preach, and, I'm doing the best I can. I say I'm doing a pretty fucking good job, if you want to know the truth, Lord. Yes, sir. I think I'm doing an excellent job of it. But the thing of it is, I don't have an audience. I don't know how to achieve an audience. I've written letters to the Dallas Morning News. I've sent emails to Coast Earth Files, my children. I've sent texted to everybody in the world. I've wrote letters to everybody in the world. I've filed I filed one lawsuit, and that was a waste of fucking time. I should just went over and cut their fucking heads off. Robbed me of $3,000. Take advantage of my situation. Yeah, that's what it was. It was a fucking situation. And they just flat took advantage of it, bud. Did not give a damn. Fuck you, old man. You gave us cash, and that's the wrong thing to do, to trust a human being. I know that now. Everything I get now is going to go to protect the animals and the children and the downtrodden and the homeless, because we're going to rise up and destroy all of you. Yeah, all you crooked politicians. All the fucking money you spend, we can feed the planet. Oh, and house the planet, and we can all live in peace and harmony, and everything in the world should be free. And yet, the hardworking people would still get up and go to work. The farmers would still go out there and plow. They love doing it. But you motherfuckers in Congress, in government, in media, you will pay the cost. Because the little folks, you talk about a revolution. My father's got the biggest revolution plan you ever thought of. Yeah, buddy. Yes, sir, and it's coming hard and fast. If I get my way. Because when this gets out, there ain't gonna be no place for you fucking crooks to hide because everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows the treachery in your heart and soul. Everybody knows you don't give a goddamn about us. Now, and me and my brother Donald Trump coming back to Washington. This will be my first trip there. I threatened to come up there when I threatened to kill Donald back, and it got posted on YouTube, and I've been living in fear of going to prison, but I wasn't threatening to kill Donald. I told him I'd cut his fucking heart out if he didn't listen to me. Told him I had a message from our Father and that he was my brother, and I'd come up there and cut his fucking heart out. And I called him a homo, and I called his wife a whore, and I called his children a whore. Just trying to provoke a response. But then I spent 5 minutes telling him the real reason for my call. So, but I haven't heard nothing. He's never seen it. I thought everything that happened got flashed on you. That's the one I need to post. Yes, sir, I hear you. And that way the FBI will come and get me, and all this will come out. And I'll expose those rotten motherfuckers. Yeah, they're gonna burn too. They tried to hang my brother. They have tried every way in the world to hang Donald Trump. And you sent him just like you sent me. Donald, you got the money, son. I don't. Jump in your jet. Swing on down here to Terrell, Texas. I live right next to a little airport. Send a jet, pick me up because I can't fly, commercial on account of I'm 72 years old. I have a lung problem. I wouldn't be able to carry my weed that I need for my lung, and I wouldn't be able to carry a gun because I need it for my protection. Even though I can't get a license to carry it because I got a Class A misdemeanor in the state of Texas, you're an outlaw. So I'm a fucking outlaw. And I can't carry my gun for protection. Well, no, that will not stand. I'll overturn that shit, yes, as soon as I get up there. Because I'm going into the halls of Congress, and I'm going to hold them hostage until the saucers land. How's that? And I'm not going to let them do one more second of ruling my planet. No, sir. Until the saucers get here. Because I don't know if the saucers will be here tonight. I don't know if they'll be here in a week. I don't know if it'll be 5,000 years before they get here. Time has no meaning. Time is mobile. We are all time travelers. There are multi-dimensions. And every slice of time is a whole universe, a dimension, with multiple dimensions. My God, it never ends. Do you not understand? There is no end. There's nothing impossible and unfeasible. But if you want me to read you the New Testament, well, I'll do that. I can do that. I'll preach till the cows come home or till the thoughts land. And I'll try to be, humble, and I will try to make money and feed these animals that are being so abused. And, maybe we can cut it down. A lot of people want to be vegetarians, But if we, I'm a country man, and, I couldn't brutalize them. I could no more brutalize an animal than I could a person. Now I have, when I was young and stupid and peer pressure, and I was bombarded with the daily pornography of the news and the, television and stuff that man produces and the propaganda and the news media and how everything's portrayed. Every tragic event is investigated to the hilt. You let something happen to a single child of a the hypocrisy I'm speaking of in the media and the press.
Look what they did when, who's that boy that was down there in Houston or wherever it was, John Wayne Gacy. Might have been Chicago. I forget. There's so many of them. Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, and what was the boy that ate everybody? Got killed in prison. He was a cannibal up there in Milwaukee, and I can't. Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer, yes sir, yes sir. Look at all he got away with. But boy, you let some guy back over his kid in the driveway, and my God, because he had a drink, and the kid was supposed to be in the bed, and his mama didn't have him in the bed because she was, mad at daddy, and the kid wandered out, and dad went to back out because he was angry and had maybe pushed his wife down or said something, called her a cunt maybe. And he knew he had to flee because she was ready to dial 911 to start with. And the little old kid wandering around and got out behind his truck before he backed out, and they executed that man for killing his baby. Now there's a story that they run with. Look at the crime shows on television every damn day. That's all they run with. Court TV and all that bullshit, all that propaganda, all those cop shows where the cops are every cop on the show to be an acceptable cop has to brutalize the person he arrests, or at least make damn sure that he knows he's under arrest. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what they portray in every good cop show. And yet, when it happens on the street, it's covered up. And it takes an act of God, which is what this is. That's what this is. I am a God, sir. Mr. Congressman, Miss Pelosi, Mr. Schumer, I'm judging you as I watch you speak. You have been judged. And for you, unless you get down on your knees and pray tonight and turn loose the death grip, you have on my children's future. I will be forced to be a one-man army. And I will come to Washington, and I will bring an army of like-minded citizens. And we will not be stopped. And you will have no other opportunity to escape, no chance to flee. The National Guard will not stop us, because if they try, we will stop them. We will be so many and so powerful, because we are going to take this world back, and we're going to start with this country, and that means to take this world back. First, we're going to start with you. You, high-and-mighty, money-grabbing, money-spending, dick-sucking, twat-licking, child-molesting politician, sitting down in a goddamn bathroom at the airport or bus station and bumping the foot of some kid in the stall next to you. That's the story. But you let Bill Clinton get the cigar of a girl's twat. He can't even get impeached for that. But this old boy, well, I'll guarantee you, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit, people, don't you see? Nothing else matters except for what I have been talking to you about 4 fucking years of miserable life for me. Miserable. I've lost everything. You will never lose more than I have lost, my brother. So see, I have nothing to lose. Why do I bother when I can sit here and smoke my cigar and drink my whiskey and play my music and watch my movie and, enjoy my fucking life like everybody else gets to. I skydive, I drive fast, I love riding motorcycles. I love, dancing. I love singing. I love everything. I love country music. I love gospel music. I love soul music. I even like some rap, But when it's hate filled and, they're generating your black race against the white race. Them old boys putting out that gangster rap, man. That's why it's not safe to walk down the street because these little old hoodlums, they don't know. They don't know the damage they're doing to their people. But them gangster rappers do. And you'll see them shooting one another out of their limos, with their bling and their bitches and their hoes and your mama and their games and their signs. All that's going away. Yes, sir. Every bit of that disrespectful bullshit is going away, man. We're going to give them 2 mules and 40 acres, and we're going to show them about life and love. We're not going to lock them in the penitentiary. No, sir. We're going to put them on the farm. Let them grow their own goddamn food. Let them work for a living. That's what we're going to do instead of slaughtering all the evil people. We're going to put them on the farm and let them scratch a living out of the soil like good people have been doing throughout history. Good, and these evil, twisted motherfuckers that rob and accumulate billions, Zuckerberg. Bloomberg, but they demonized Donald Trump, didn't they? Well, he was one of them, buddy. They fucked his dick every chance they got. Yes, sir. They kissed his ass. Them bitches on the view. And then because he went with Stormy Daniels, who's a beautiful woman, just a little, too frisky for the rest of the world, which don't make her no bad girl. My father gave her life to do as she pleases, just like he did you. But she's not condemned to hell for how she spent her life until she stabbed Donald Trump in the back. And I don't know if my father's going to forgive that. Because he loves Donald, he loves me. And the ones who stabbed me in the back, well, I know damn well they will not be forgiven. He's already told me that. And that's why I've been trying so hard to patch things up with them, But no, they will not listen. They'd rather call me crazy. Because I sit over here and record messages to them day and night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 fucking days a year for 7. Didn't do it for 68 years, but I've been doing it constantly for the last 4. And I'm just about done. But I will never stop. I'll preach to you from now on. So if you're tired of hearing me preach, come kill me. Come kill me. Come try. See what happens. Because I will not be crucified. No, sir. I will not be arrested. You are going to get what you have given me, my brothers. So, you jailers, you better start treating them folks you got locked up with some respect. You hear me? Abu Ghraib happened, people, and heads rolled. Well, a whole lot worse than that happened to me in the Dallas County Jail. And the only head to roll was mine. So if I seemed angry for the last 4 years, it's because the Dallas police stole my money and my weapon and gave me back bullshit. Changed serial numbers on some of them, but I can't prove it. Well, yes, I can. Yes, I can have paperwork that proves everything I'm telling you. But I don't have to prove a goddamn thing. You hear what I'm saying? Is it any wonder? Well, as soon as I learned how to monetize my station so that I could become an overnight billionaire or, so I can show Dad that at least somebody's listening. I must monetize my station. And that way, the amount of money I make will show me how successful I've been at spreading my word, his word. So, if by the time I die, if he doesn't make it back to get me before then, before I burn myself up or burn myself out or get crashed into or killed, if I become the richest man on the planet, then he will know that this time they believed Jesus. This time they believed. And this time they were willing to turn loose of their material gains and follow the path we laid down for them 2,000 years ago before they got caught up in the sin and the greed and the gluttony that's ruled the world for the last 2,000, for ever since man has been on it. God gave us the hunter's instinct, but religion has perverted it and turned it into a killing machine. And there's been more lives slaughtered on this planet in the name of gods, multiple gods, whatever God, everybody that does the slaying, bangs it on their God. Well, I'll take the blame for all of it. How's that? I'll take the blame for every goddamn bit of it. Yes, I will. I'm fixing to do me a podcast and take the blame for everything that's happened in this life. Oh, my camera's already on. Yes, sir. I don't have to do shit, do I? Well, let's see. Mighty text. Get off my goddamn computer. That thing pops up every time I turn around. And I'm so tired of it, man. They try to sell you shit on everything. Everything is a money grubbing shit. Well, they better turn loose